What's up, everybody? I want to talk to y'all about wholesale taxidermy work. We get a lot of questions. We have several videos on YouTube that have done pretty well, and we get a lot of questions from viewers about wholesale taxidermy work. So I was going to explain that to y'all. Shanna actually went and picked up, we work for two processors in our area, and she went and picked up a big batch of deer yesterday from both of them. I'm going to show y'all what we have. So this is what we have from the pickup yesterday. Everything that's not in buckets is what she picked up from the processor. If you can see, there's quite a few here. There's probably about 45 total. So like I said, we get a lot of questions about it, so I just want to kind of give a real brief. I may do a long format video on this, but I want to give a real brief description of how it works. In the taxidermy business, it's very common for people, companies to do wholesale work. If they don't want to do birds, they may take in birds, but then they wholesale them out to a guy that specializes in birds. Same thing with fish, very common. People will take in fish, but they don't actually do them themselves. They will send them out and have them done by somebody who's an expert at it or better at it or better suited to do it, and then they'll come back and give them to the customer. So we do that with Euro mounts. We have two processors in our area, two of the bigger ones in our area that we do wholesale work. We do not go off of what the processor charges. They charge whatever they want to charge, and we fix our prices based on the amount of deer that they're going to give us. So, for example, if they give us, if we expect they're going to give us 1 to 50, we give them a very small discount compared to what our normal customers pay. Like 50 to 100 would be a little bit more of a discount. 100 to 500 would be a pretty significant discount, etc. And then a couple things to consider. I would recommend, if you're wanting to do this, just reach out to local processors, email them, call them, stop by and talk to them, etc. Just start building those relationships, building that trust. It takes a lot of trust for a processor to hand over literally 30 deer heads at one time from all their customers. So it's something that you have to definitely cultivate and build those relationships to earn that trust. Yeah, just start reaching out if you're wanting to do that. The other thing to consider would be just game laws. You need to reach out to your local game warden and make sure that the way you're transferring those deer to you is will cover the law, and you will be good with the law. In our area, we stay very in touch with our local game warden, and all we do is just a log from the processor to us. We check off every deer on that log. That log has the name and the tag number of the deer, and then if the game warden ever has an issue, he can go back to the processor or come to us to get the head, or go to the processor and get the information for the customer. Hope this helps y'all.